So hello guys. I wanted to make a video about Boltyn that I've brought to Calling Yokohama, and I want to talk about the matchup, and then talk about the decklist, why I made the decision, and I want to shout out for Salt Collector. Helps me a lot into the deck building, and obviously Flame Dog 3, which I will tell a story later when I first met him. So yeah, we'll talk about the matchup. So round one, I played against a Syndra. His name is Ko from Japan, I think. So I think at the time, I don't bring like shelter and stuff like that. So I basically just race him. I think I went first in that game. I'm down to three, and then basically he needs to like block, and then pumps, and we kind of just steamroll the Syndra. I think I resolved like two or three even Lumina at the time, and I'm super hyped when I win this first calling game. Um, So wait. Actually, the day before, I played like two side event. The Scar for Scar and the CC side event. I think I went 3-0 and then split the last game against a Mario, but I eventually still played the game. And I lost, and then it's 3-1, and then for the Scar for Scar event, I went 3-1, and I lost against a Finset because I forgot about my AV arm piece that I left in my Prism deck box. So yeah, sorry that I forgot to tell about that. And then round one for calling, I'm pretty hype about Boltyn. I think because of the side event doing really well, um I have this like confidence. So yeah, winning round one, but it's a stranger. I don't know about the name. Like, he's not like a pro player or something, right? So until I won against like a pro player, then I will have that confidence, right? So yeah, winning round one, pretty hype. I was, you know, um, I really wanted like round two to be a like a pro player or something, and then I beat him. But yeah, I'm still at the right track. And then I played round two. I asked about my opponent. He said, "Hey, I'm playing Finset," and I was like, God damn, this matchup is like super bad, right? But hey, at least I won the die roll. I went first. So for the matchup, I think it's still here. I think yeah. This is from from Flame Dog uh list, and then I just like changed a lot of. But yeah, I changed a bit on the deck itself. I think I didn't run the T-Bomb Blitz. Um, So I run, I think, like three soul shield, two amulet of echoes because it's a blue, and then I think I run like all the defend react, and yeah. So in my mindset, there's like two ways of Inset like dealing with you, right? It's either the diadic, the block two, temper two, or just like straight up tunic. So you know, uh, if they play tunic, you pretty much lose the game because like they can triple gate easily with Tunic because they don't have to pay for the creepers. But he choose like Diadic, and then in my mind, okay, I can fatigue this guy. I'm pretty sure I can fatigue this guy. So by what I'm saying by fatiguing the Finset, it's not fatiguing like you're playing Guardian and then you're playing against like a dash. You just block. It's more of like you're waiting all of their auras, like the malefic, be just like gone, and then basically they will break their hand, or they cannot like attack you, basically because there's no rune gate. And then if they just send like one card and then pitching one card, or maybe even pitching two cards, you can just like AB it and then block, right? So in my mind, when he present Diadic, my mind just okay, I need to just wait basically. And I even played my Amulet of Akos at one time, and you know, it doesn't matter about like the card. Like I think I made a mistake there. I should have just pitched the card, or just I cannot like pitch because I'm not playing versus, but I should have just stayed on it. You try to fact dig him, and he doesn't know that until like maybe like all of his malefic are gone. And then after that, I just swing. But the game is still really close. I'm down to 3 health, but it's because I already like take damage, and he's down to like 4 or 7, and I just like attack him, and he's dead. And I won there. And then round three, Auxilio, and I'm sitting against Majime. It's like top 10 player. I think. And when I sit against him, huge fan, right? Like starstruck. This is like my first big event. And then yeah, he played Auxilio. I think I went first. Yeah, I went first, and then draw as the top. It was like Spirit of Arena. We just charged them, and then I think I Arsenal, Bolt of Courage or something, or maybe even Beacon. I don't remember. But at the time, like my hand were nuts. Like so I Arsenal fee, I think. No, it was not a fee. I don't remember what card that I Arsenal, but he got CLV down turn 0, and then turn 1 he mind warped me into a functioning hand. It was crazy. I think I Arsenal fee. Now that I think about it, or maybe it was the second turn. When I want to fee, I'm bringing alt knocker, right? So when I want to fee, I draw up my Amulet of Akos, which I bring two of them. I don't want that. I want more damage, basically just to raise them. But he mind warped me, so when I draw another 3 cards, right? Because I didn't block anything or pitch. The card is like basically perfect. I got like a beacon or something, so I just basically still feeing, and then beacon it into Lumina, because the thing with Auxilio, you don't care about wobble, because if you play Lumina or Amulet of Echoes and they wobble it, that's more time for you, because they're not playing their 5 card hand, right? Because they have to wobble you, which we're fine with it, and we get soul, we get life too. So basically, that's that. And like my hand is super nuts because of the mind warp, and it is what it is. It's like you know, I mean, it's variance on the thing, right? Like so. After that, I think I arsenal something like um Bolt of Courage. I remember, and then he mind warped me again, but I got a really good hand because of the mind warp. So I played Bolt of Courage, and Courage is still handed, and I draw like a beacon. The game is over. Like, and then I just Celestial Cataclysm, and then swing Raiden, and just fist bump me, and I'm like butterfly in my stomach, right? Like I won against Majimbe round 3, 3-0. At this point, I was sitting like along with like Conor Grant or something or someone, Lucas Oswald and stuff like that. It's like butterfly in my stomach, right? It's crazy, like thinking back. So yeah, and then I met uh Flame Dog. And I told him like this crazy story, 3-0 beaten Majin Bay, all hype, And then round four start again of Phi from Aussie, Australia, called Sam. Uh, okay, there was a slight mistake in the matchup guide. I think. Yeah, I'm still bringing. Yeah, I do think I bring this. I won the dry roll. I think I won first. Yeah, yeah. I think I take first here. So about Fi, you want to take first because if you let him first, he will arsenal a card and he will got like 5 card hand, right? Sure, maybe you're still waiting for tunic, but 5 card hand Fi is still really problematic for you because you cannot just block for Fi, right? So I think I played super well. I think, and there's a slight mistake, which is like Warben of Lona. I don't think it's a mistake. Like, I think it's like a solid argument. Like Flemdock said, right? You should play Warband because if you break against a Fi and you cannot pressure him, you will lose the game. I totally agree. But um, yeah, even now I'm still super agree into that argument. There's nothing wrong with it, and that's why I played it, right? Um, so when I played it, uh, something happened, which is crazy. Think about like I drew up my saving grace like in the first four, three, maybe 3, 4 hands, right? So now I'm thinking like, God damn, if I got hog there, like it's a 1 card 5, right? And the hawk itself is already blocking for 3, right, because of a soul bond. And when I drew up my second saving grace, I was like, damn, I think this is how I'm gonna lose. And Warband doesn't matter about the usability because I'm already dead. So I'm super chilling. At the time I was like 21, I think. Yeah, 21. Soulborn only block once versus block once, and Warband also block for once. So it's basically 3 block of armor value. And then I drew up a really good hand. Like, I think something like I don't remember exactly, but a charger. I think like something like express lighting. It doesn't matter about the charge. Express lighting, spirit of arena, and then beacon, and then the arsenal was courageous steel hand. It was really good, and I got lethal. He was down to 13, I think. So I got lethal in my hand. I got like 2 souls or 3 souls. I don't remember, but I got the souls, and still have warband. But he said no blocks, like from 26 or yeah, I think from maybe from 32 into like 13 or something. So right there, I know that this is gonna be like a super omega big turn, right? But I'm at 20 health, 21 health, and then it was Bolt of Courage. I remember now because I was thinking like, yo, this is Bolt of Courage charging the Spirit of Arena, and then play the Courageous Steel hand from Arsenal, right? It's a solid line. But when he started his turn, it was I think spreading flame, and then spreading flame at the front, and then rake over the coals or rake over the coals, something like that, like the +1, and then you know blaze headlong and then ignite and then a sword for twice because of the dragon skill dragon, or what's the name of the boots that broke, and then if you destroy it and then you can swing another time with the sword, and then punching links for a lava burst or something like that. My health down from 21. I block with all of my armor and a 9 card, a 9 value from my hand. No overblocking for sure. I'm down to 3, like from 21. So it's basically 33 damage turn. It's crazy. Like, and then from there, I'm just like, okay, all of because like Spirit of Fate, maybe if I can block with the card, like I got 3 more health. No, I think I'm down to 6. I think I'm down to 3 from that combo, or maybe down to 6. I don't remember, but it's just like huge damage, and I just lost because of it. I think if if I've hogged there, I think I would live. And because a saving grace is just blocking for 5 now, and I got more soul, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter, but yeah, and I'm not mad about it. I mean, it's just like I'm still 3-1 here, right? So second game, Osilio against Kyrios. He super lucky. Like he just like top deck at Gun and Flash. He doesn't even shuffle his hand. He just like played it, and I was like, okay, the game is over. Just fist bomb him. I don't want to let him play his combo line because at the time I think I'm like already 13, and he still like have like 5 card in hand. He's super lucky because he got like 2 CLV down, and with Auxilio ability every turn, he's digging through for the Gunner Flash, and basically it's over because of just top deck. I got lethal in my hand, so yeah. Round 6 against Connor Leverton. Uh, this guy seems familiar, but I don't know where. And then I think he like played it really good at Pro Tour Singapore or something like that. Won against him. Um, it's this matchup. I really hate this matchup because it's just down to variance. And hunted got my fee. Sure, I don't think I can win the game after that. Like my tunic is basically useless. Maybe for Iron Soul versus. Now that I think about it, like, yeah, I think it like makes sense now. But still, like, oh, you got my Spirit of Arena. Now my all of my fee and Lumina gonna be super clunky, or maybe you just banish my Lumina. Oh, I'm gonna be so hungry and stuff like that. But they block you like pretty poorly because like they have a lot of attack action. But yeah, it's like down to that variance, and I really hate that. And what I really like about Flesh and Blood is just like the variance is super low. But this card, like Hunted Man, or just like a random banish off the top, is like crazy. So round 7, played against Yuki from Japan. This is probably this is the most fun match that I think I found, like because of the back and forth. Finally, I found like something like a Victor, right? Like from yeah, maybe the Syndra one is like pretty fine, but I don't really think about it. But this match is like crazy. It's super close. I think I'm down to like 2 HP. Um, because we have like 6, 7 power card. Uh, in a really late game, he opened like he clash. Opened like a trance or something. He bottomed it. Uh, he lost because I refill Celestial Cataclysm, or maybe Visit. I don't remember which card. Like basically, he lost because of my Celestial Cataclysm, and he bottomed the card and it opened Golden Sun, and then It's a 7 power against 7 power, so basically the draw. So he doesn't get a gold and he doesn't draw. And then I was attacking with Bolt of Courage, and then I pump it with Courage's Steel Hand. Like, how many times I talk about Courage's Steel Hand? I think twice in Majin Bay. Like, and then like so many times against Connor. Like that card, force the on hit and give it go again. The card is really good. I'm super impressed by the card. So I draw the Celestial Criticism on hit. Uh, from the Bolt of Courage, and then I send like Bolt of Courage, and then swing a sword, and then use Tunic with my Banner of Courage, ending the game. That's a crazy line. I think this is the closest game. I think I played really well in this game because I'm always thinking about what if I get TNC'd, what if I get Test of Iron Grip. So all of his on hit on the CNC doesn't matter. But you have to play a lot of reps into Victor, especially after like maybe like a visit, right? After visit, you have to go on them because when you go on them when visit creating all this might, they will take some damage, right? You have to have this amazing output on that turn. So, but again, like test of anger and stuff like that, you have to think about it too, and that's the way you deal damage into Victor basically. And yeah, round 8 versus Cho, a huntsman from China. This game, I don't want to talk about it. He basically bottom a card from on hit banish. So this is like basically down to luck, and he banished my Spirit of Arena, and I sighed a lot. Like I'm like, oh my god, what is happening, right? But basically I lost because okay, so he's down to 4, but my tunic counter is not at 3, so it's basically my last hand, like last card, basically. So I played so I think Courage is still hand in my arsenal of P, and then two bull. Wait, P in arsenal actually. P in arsenal. One is like Courageous Steel Hand in my hand, and then two Bolting Blade and one another card. It's light, so I can basically use Tonic, Fee, and then you know uh play two Bolting Blade for 9 and 9, and then swing a sword for 5. So it's basically that, but like one Tonic counter. So one turn when I just pass the turn, he surgical me. So that game is over. It's like basically over. Just because of like one Tunic counter. Um, it is what it is. Like, but it's a really close game. If I won there, I think I'm locked for day two. Around 9, I just play for the fun of it. Rather than being sad about it, I'm just like gonna talk about like my day with my opponent. And then I met Zach from US, I think, or Canada. I don't remember. I think from US. He's on a wheelchair. He got like accident from but he's playing Auxilio. We're just having a laugh about it. Like this is the only guy that talk about us. Maybe with Majin Bay too. Like the only person that I've met playing Auxilio and talk about like Auxilio. Hey, this deck is not fun. I mean, it is what it is. Like he played it and he's feel bad about it uh, by playing Studio, which is I'm totally fine with it. We have really long conversation about like the day about Japan and stuff like that. I mean, absolute blast. So yeah, that's basically my matchup. Sorry it took too long, but yeah, I want to record myself for the future self of me, future self, but like so that this doesn't so that if I forgot about like the things that happened in Yokohama. I just like opened this video. So yeah, this is decklist. Um, so yeah, no light the way because the meta is not suited for light the way. We want something like Gracie to be up there so that light the way can be better. So I'm bringing like 4 express lightning red, 3 yellow for the consistency. Not engulfing because I just need more damage basically. So because of like courageous steel hand, like there's a case about like engulfing yellow because if this card is in play, like that card is basically a three. I mean, like it's a courage, right? Generate from the blessing because engulfing on hits. But I'd rather have like the vanilla tree instead. So yeah, I think it's pretty standard, right? Like there's nothing much to it. It's just like 3 courageous to hand. Why do I bring three? It's just like I really want to high roll. Like Auxilio is in the meta. Like I don't think like blocking against Marionette is useful. So this card basically enables you to not block, right? So you can just like say no blocks into Mario if it's like Mm, I mean, like it's Mario is like doing Mario things, right? Like if they have like detox and you block it, you just lose the game. So for the inventory, duty bomb blitz, red and yellow, bolting blade. I think at the time it's still necessary for us to have that high ceiling power of like 1 card 9 on a fee turn. It's really good against Prism too. It's really good against Auxilio because 1 card 9, 30, 36 health. I mean, we'll take it, right? Only one remembrance. At the time, I think like against a Victor, I think like one remembrance is enough. Maybe the only problem that I will be thinking about, like maybe if I have like 2 members, I will win the game. Is like maybe only like the Huntsman. I don't have slot for it. But at the time, I think like one remembrance is enough, like probably like Huntsman plus Playdesk. Upon testing like Playdesk, I can beat her with like one remembrance, but not against like a really fatigue fighter. It's not possible to beat them with like one remembrance. I think like 2 remembrance is like gonna be like um much needed. So yeah, 3 saving grace, 3 soul shield, really good against Victor. These two like make the matchup somewhat. I think like I'm pretty favored against like Victor. I think I have not lose against like Victor at all in this event. So yeah, and then 2 Amulet of Echoes. So this is my 2 flex slot. I was thinking a lot of cards into it. Like I think like one of it is obviously a Boltyn. But Boltyn is not needed against other than Mario. I don't want to bring it against Sai or Dorinthia. I really just want it for Mario. And then I decided to bring 2 Amulet of Echoes because of like a lot of Auxilio, and uh the card is useless, dude. Like this card is like, sure, you can begin it out, right? Like one of it, like, but thinking about it at the time, like I rather just like bring in Lumina, let them wobble this card. Like I don't care. It's like 1 card out of them, and this card is like gaining you health and soul against the Auxilio. Like you want to tutor this card, and basically that's how you win. Like one Amulet of Echoes will not be good enough against a really good Auxilio player, and yeah, it's always getting mind warp too. So yeah, basically the card is like basically useless. I'd rather have like something like CNC, to be honest. CNC, or maybe even two Fallen Trust Red, or maybe like second Remembrance and Snapdragon. So at the time, like I know like Mario will be like super meta, but I didn't meet any, right? Yeah, I didn't meet any Mario at all. Like I'm like, maybe the Blunton will help against Sam, but now that I think about it, maybe it doesn't really matter. Against Huntsman, you don't want to block at all, right? So yeah, the Blunton will not be a game changer. And this card, I was thinking about it a lot. Like for this two slot, I was thinking about like Bracer for Snap, or like two CNCs for the Auxilio, or two Volanters. Because the only cost one that we got is like Fear of Vanguard. And that Tunic staying up at three counters for like, 7 turns drives me crazy. That's why like I really want Volunteers in my deck at the time. But I think like it's not good enough. But the thing, I mean, this is a flex two card, right? Like, I really want to card it. So the equipment is kind of standard. Like, I don't want to change anything about it. Like, I think it's like perfect. Yeah, maybe like getting like one more remembrance and maybe one tenacity. I think it's a really good card against Huntsman too. So yeah. Why do I make this video right now? Because I really wanted it to be like up, updated version. I just wish that Yokohama we can bring Eddie of Steel. The card is super amazing, right? Like, so yeah. So this is the update about the deck. Um, you know, uh, looking back, I think our card pool just gotten better, right? Like, I think of Steel is the new one, Blessing of Ages, and then Toad Line, right? So yeah, so looking back at my Calling Yokohama run. So when I make this deck, I just you know I put basically which card that I want in my deck. Um, so basically three idea of Steel. I think it's really good. I think with the rise of Gravy, I think right now because of Auxilio like getting the Banhammer, like Gravy is gonna be here again. So Light the Way will be our go-to instead of Express Lightning. And then I'm cutting like one Battlefield Beacon because the card, like, if you throw two of it, like, man, the card sucks ass. So I'm cutting one, uh, which I need the slot too, right? So yeah, I think like this is the standard. Uh, so yeah, at this time, like, the T-Bone Blitz is on my sideboard, but in reality, I always put it in like two of it. So in certain cases, like I need to bring like 5 card, because this is 52. I bring like 3 saving grace, and this card is not playable, right? And the soul shit, I don't want to bring soul shit. Let's say against like something like a fire, right? So I was thinking about like 5 more card. I'm not gonna bring all of the vehicles against fire. So I need to bring like 5 card from this pile, right? Like within this 6 card. So basically, I'm always bringing like duty bomblets yellow, and then the 3 card is the red one. But if I want more consistency in the match, let's say against five, I bring 3 and then 2 reds. That's how I do it, basically. And looking at that, so I'm cutting like one more bomblets and two express lightning. You can obviously swap it and bring in towards the benefit beacon if you really like the card. I mean, the card is good, but you know, I don't think it's like three off. You know, and then Lumina roaring. Roaring is still at three. Oh yeah. So uh, the early bird Boltyn list like a while back. Um, this deck is like monotonic, not having Warband of Blona. It was before Edict of Steel too, like bringing Tribundan. This is not the exact list, but it was like Tribundan at the time. I think I changed it a bit. So yeah, this is basically the deck that makes me how to build this deck in a sense. This is why like one two better beacon instead of three off, and then the roaring is set to express lightning yellow instead of engulfing yellow, and then express lightning red. No, but I didn't bring it, but this deck makes me uh bring three express lightning red for the calling list, Yokohama list. So still on three because of the high roll. The high roll potential of like turn zero is like crazy good. This is why I bring the card like three off. So the inventory, three duty one blitz red. I mean, really need it. And two minutes of protection. So this card, uh, it's because of Aurora and Auxilio. Right now, Auxilio deck is like full arcade, and this gives us breathing room. But it means mainly it's for Aurora because of Tempest Kiss or something like that, the new card. Um, this one, Tempestuous Kiss. So yeah, the quick strike deal one arcane. I don't want to pitch with one card, right? So the Spellbane Aegis token will help you a lot in that. And then it will be coming for six. You just block two cards. Yeah, this is mainly why I want to bring this card. I'm bringing two. I think this card is like really good against something like Auxilio or Vincent, stuff like that, where you want that breathing room and you want the soul. When you bring like a saving grace and soul shield, like more blessing is like just more blessing, I guess. And then two remembrance. This is for Ziggy because I've been struggling against Ziggy because I don't have like more poppers, but let's say they attack you with like Managing Metamorph or Pantamaclasm. Sometimes you just want to block for 9 and then Arsenal and pass the turn if they got like Spectre or something like his bending, right? So and then you don't want to clear it because you're on a feet turn or something like that, and then he hits you with Pantamaclasm. So you just block 9, attack Raiden for 0 for the Spectra, and then Arsenal card, which is a really good line, I think. And that's why I want like two remembrance because I tend to like getting fatigued. Like one, I think it's enough, but like two, it secures the game. Tenacity, because why not? Oh yeah, talking about this card, like the Spellbind Aegis token helps you against Finset too. because sometimes like DRE or the widespread rune gate 4, like 4 rune chun is the break point, because you cannot pitch a yellow and with plus tunic, but now you can by the spellbind Aegis token thing. And I'm bringing Snapdragon because of the Auxilio. I don't want to be like no block. Like this boots is like not going anywhere. Because you cannot block it because of all of the arcane damage. That's why I want the Snapdragon. I think like Kabuto still a really good card, especially with I think with the Kasai or like the X. I've been playing this deck, the X. I think if yeah, I think this card is really good. So I'm prepared. I've prepared with the Dorinthia X and Kasai X. So yeah, I want to bring this card. I think you guys need to like try the draw four here. Like, let's say I'm playing against Victor. I want this card, right? I want two of it. I think maybe not two. I think two is like too much. You know why? Right. So I'm coming 68 for Victor, and then let's draw four. There's a charger. There's charger. There's charger. There's charger. No charger. So, but this is a pretty good blocking hand, right? Yeah, we can block here, but it's like okay, always a charger. Always a charger. Yep. 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 So basically, every turn we okay. This is last hand. So yeah, basically always a charger. Maybe not always have go again, but 68 and still have that charger count to be every turn. Basically, right? I think like the ratio of the deck itself, like it's good enough right now. You know, but um I don't know about the matchup and stuff like that. I still have like some maybe slots that I want to talk about. I think some of the cards that something like Bolting Blade. I really miss it. Maybe like Valentress is like gonna be in the deck. Like I talked about like the tunic counter, right? The tunic counter to be like um a three counter into or for like you know 8 turns that I cannot use it. It stressed me out a bit. So yeah, I really want another cost one. Maybe something like Take Flight, something like uh, Take Flight, and then Fallen Trust Yellow, maybe even the Reds, maybe even Warmonger. So these two cards, like you can obviously change it, like maybe like cutting Snap two protection, and then two protect 3 cards. You get 3 cards from here. Maybe even like cutting one more Remembrance. So you get 4 or 5 cards. You can bring like Warcry of Lana. You can bring Boltyn if you want. Uh, and then maybe even Total Line, maybe even like CNCs. It's basically your flex slot. But I really want like Warcry of Lana, but I think the card is like kind of meh, but the ceiling is really high. Like this card is like 4 damage if it's on Lumina turn, or even on Attic of Steel, or maybe you can bring like Total Line for it to like, this card is like 1 card 4, but you spend 1 soul, so basically it's like 1 card 3 value. But it push on hits on Raiden. Like for Lumina turn, it's really good. But the ceiling is really high. But I don't think it makes sense to bring the card. I think it's better to bring like something like Duty Bomb Blitz. Sure, you need to charge the card, but you know, a worker of Lana also asks you to charge the card, charge a card because of Raiden, right? Or Lumina or something like that. So Duty Bomb Blitz is like 0 for 4, but you get to go again. So it's like 1 card 5, right? Maybe. And but it blocks for 2. I totally get it why people don't like it. That's why even I cut it into 2 because of the blessings, double blessings. Like we can afford it. Like I don't know, like in theory, because of Edict of Steel, we want to spend more soul, but in practice, like we get more souls. Like I don't know from where, but I always resolve one Celestial Cataclysm every game, I think, but maybe not. Uh, yeah. So basically, this is the update right now. And that's the changes that I would make. But if Aurora is not like as popular, oh, I think I will cut enough protection. Not gonna lie, I think it's still a really solid card. Maybe like even Flame Dog really like Reckoning. I still don't have the card. I'm still looking to buy 2 more. I think this card is like pretty good. Like when he talked about it, um, the main reason that I really like this card is just because of we can bring up. Obviously you can bring up fee, but you can bring something like Beaming Bravado. I mean, this card is really good, right? It's bread and bar of Boltyn, like 2 card 7. If they block pretty bad, 2 card 9. That's crazy. So yeah, I think that's it. You can ask me or tag me in the YouTube, in the comment and on Discord channel. Uh, so yeah, I'll see you guys uh in the next video. I think I will make some gameplay, but we'll see. We'll see.